Hello guys, welcome to your class. This is Sunita, and today I'm going to tell you the summary of the chapter The Alien Planet, The Green Movement's Role. It is written by Nani Palkewala. Actually, this chapter is not in the form of a story. This chapter is in the form of an article which was published in a newspaper. Here, basically, the focus point is the role of green movement. What change was brought by green movement? Uh, Green movement, it was basically started in 1972, and a nationwide green party was founded in New Zealand. Initially, the world was focusing on just manufacturing the products and on industries and other areas, but they didn't care about the situation and the condition of the earth. That's why the manufacturing was increasing, but the destruction was going on. That's why there was a need of green movement, and it was started. And after starting it, the New Zealand was the first country which started the green movement. And after being started, it didn't look back. uh, Here then, the writer is talking about the pollution, the Ganga and the other kind of pollution, that like the noise pollution and the water pollution and the land pollution. Different kinds of pollutions have been talked about, and the data has been given. But this article was written almost 25 years back. That's why the data is not up to the mark. I'll let you know the exact data, what is the data right now. So all these things, all these kinds of pollution, these just made the planet ailing planet, means bimar planet, means all these pollutions have made the planet an ailing planet. That's why the name of the chapter has been put ailing planet. After that, one term has been talked about here, that is sustainable development. What is sustainable development means? Up to now, what we are doing, that we are developing, but side by side we are just destructing we are just finishing and just using blindly the resources of nature. Natural resources are used blindly, and we are not looking forward for the next coming generations. We think that this is the heredity which has been given our forefathers, but don't take it as a heredity. In fact, just take it as a loan, that we have borrowed the natural resources from our coming generations, because as our forefathers have just passed this heritage to us, in the same way we have to pass the heritage to the next generation also. So we are not just, we don't have this as kind of heritage. It is like a uh, from the coming generation. So sustainable development is a term which just says that that the development should be sustained. A development should be in that way that we should not harm the natural resources. Means we should satisfy our needs, but the resources should be in the condition that they can satisfy the coming generations as well. They should not suffer because of us. And through this idea, the writer wants to just aware the people that there is a need of sustainable development. Then here one cage has been discussed about the most dangerous animal in a zoo is man. Why this has been said? Because a cage has been discussed about here, that it was written here, the most dangerous animal can be found here. Okay, and when you enter in the cage, there is nothing, only a mirror is set there. And when you just see there, you can see your own reflection. So it shows that the most dangerous animal on the earth is the man only, who is destructing all these things. And here the writer wants to just ask that after some years, after few years, what are we going to deliver to our next generations? Are we going to deliver the grasslands or the deserts? Are we going to deliver a healthy environment to our next generation, or an environment which is of ailing planet? After that, four biological system have been referred here, like grassland, cropland, and fisheries and forest. So these four biological systems have been talked about, and it has been said that without these biological systems, the earth can't be balanced. If one is harmed, then the whole system will be disturbed. So this is the whole summary of the chapter. Let us start reading of the chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day. To understand the chapter, this chapter, the ailing planet, the green movement's role, let us focus on some of the points which are related to the pollution and population. So pollution is one of the biggest killer, affecting more than 100 million worldwide. 5,000 people die every day as a result of drinking unclean water. This is because of water pollution. Pollution kills more than 1 million seabirds and 100 million mammals every year. China is world's largest producer of CO2. The United States is number 2, and this is very harmful gas for the environment. Noise pollution is the most neglected type of pollution. Noise pollution, we almost just neglect the noise pollution, but this kind of pollution is also very harmful. Around 1,000 children die in India every year due to polluted water. Now, Antarctica is the cleanest place on earth, protected by anti pollution laws. A single car generates half a ton of CO2. Okay, so before buying a car, or if you are just overusing the car, then please mind it that your car is generating CO2, which is very harmful for the environment. NASA space shuttle released 28 tons of CO2. So cadmium is a dangerous pollutant that kills fetus 6 organ cells. Okay, so loud noise can affect a children's developing brain. Like most of the time we just ignore noise pollution, but this noise pollution can be very harmful for the developing brain of any child. The top three noisiest city worldwide is Mumbai, Kolkata, and Cairo. This is in Egypt. Now let us talk about the world's population. The current world population is like this, around 8 billion. This is around 8 billion, and ranking according to the population is at first place we have Asia, and second Africa, then Europe, then Latin America, and the Caribbean, then Northern America, and then Oceania. So this is the ranking according to the population. You can see in first Asia has almost 4.5 billion. Its population is 4.5 billion, and then Africa has around 1.5 billion, and then this Europe, they are in millions, 74, and then 65, and then 36, and then this is 4 million. So this sixth position has the least population. So in now milestones according to 2020, this is the population. This is the population right now in 2019, in 2018, 2017. In this way the population has been given here. You can see the rise in population. In 2019 it was 7 billion and 713 million, but now in 2020 it's 7,794,000,000. So in 1 year, means most of here in one year, you can see the raise in millions, raise in almost more than 81 million, 81 million, more than 81 million. This is the raise. And in the same way, just you can see 2019 and 2018, you can difference here. 713 million in 2019, and in 2018 this is 631. So in this way the population can be understood. So thank you and have a nice day. And tomorrow we are going to start the chapter.